Other interesting political news, you have RFK Jr. roasting Kamala Harris in one of the first videos. Now this come to us thanks to End Tribalism in Politics. It says, quote, RFK Jr. in 2 minutes just shredded Kamala Harris's entire political career. I was going to say, their voices are usually infinitely better than mine. In this case, it might be equally difficult to understand. It might be a coin flip.
You mentioned Kamala Harris is who you said that the Democratic Party appeared poised to put into that position. You were critical there, obviously, of President Biden's policy. What, if anything, is different? How do you compare yourself to Kamala Harris if she does become the Democratic nominee for president?
Well, I think, Kamala Harris is the party of war. She is, she's a war hawk. The Democratic Party was always the peace party. Kamala Harris is a war hawk on Ukraine. She's a war hawk on China. I think that we should be figuring out ways to coexist with the rest of the world as best we can. Of course, we need to protect our national security. I think she's not going to do anything about the national deficit. I've never heard her speak about the chronic disease epidemic, I think she's a product of the corporate control of our democracy. And she's one of the authors of, in terms of civil rights, she has one of the worst civil rights record of any public official. She's the author of one of the primary authors of the school to prison pipeline. She kept 5,000 people, despite a Supreme Court order that she released 5,000 prisoners of nonviolent drug crimes who were illegally in California jails. She kept them in there saying that we needed them for firefighting and for other public work services.
Don't forget, when she was on podcast, it was about a year ago, someone asked her about that, and it was on that podcast she actually admitted to using the devil's lettuce herself, and she just laughed about this whole situation. Two-faced hypocrite, of course.
And that's just a modern version of indentured servitude, a modern version of slavery. She was one of the two leading public officials in California, which now has the worst education system, 49th in education outcomes in the country. 50% of the homeless people in our country are in California, and she was behind those policies. I don't think she has a good, I don't think, in terms of the traditional democratic principles, I don't think she has a credible record.
Well said, Mr. RFK. It got pretty probably got 5.1 million views and 56,000 likes. One of the first comments comes from Darren Gibbons saying easy work, gained 188 likes. Let's see here. A contrarian statement right off the bat. All right, you're interesting. Just say no to Project 2025. Says, are you serious? If Kamala stood up there and sounded like that, it would be a loop 24/7. Kennedy is still not all there. I mean, his voice is, of course, is certainly gargly and graspy. That could be hard to understand, but I mean, he sounded coherent in regards to the words he was saying in the actual, actual substance. It seemed okay to me. So that did get 374 likes. Actually, Nicole says wasn't too hard to do since Tulsi Gabbard already did, getting 131 likes. Lauren North says, okay, don't come at me, but what's wrong with his voice? This is a medical or something, just curious. Getting 106 likes, which I think he's had that for a couple of years. It's not a new thing. Let's see here. Kayla Norris says, no matter what, I want more RFK Jr. and to see his career continue to flourish. Getting 36 likes. Another contrary statement. Matt said, quote, the man that said that COVID targets certain races and gives other races immunity. Right. Getting 24 likes. Let's see. Scrolling down, you got Tyler Bullard saying can't listen to the voice for 4 years, getting 62 likes. Okay. A funny comic strip or a little not animation, a little video where they take the piece of someone's face and push it down someone's body. We have Biden throwing Trump in a lake. Or reverse that. Biden throwing... Actually, no, Biden couldn't throw more than a cotton... He couldn't throw anything. You have Obama throwing Biden into a lake. I need more coffee. Nevertheless. This real quote. This is from Will Rommel. You have a picture of Kamala Harris. This quote, I'll be running for president of the United States. We have states. States should be united. And all the states are united. Have a president. a president to preside over the states that are united. Okay, 19 likes, which I'm not sure if that's a joke or if it's real because, again, some of her quotes, it's almost like Dr. Seuss if he was inebriated all the time. I mean, some of her real quotes are as wacky as that. I wouldn't be surprised if that one is actually a real quote. Let's see here. Nevish Eats says RFK Jr. seems to be a good dude. Shame he has the voice of crack addict. Getting 192 likes. And depending on your belief system, I know he did have forget if he was on heroin. He did some use, or he was addicted to some illegal drugs early in his life. Good comeback story in terms of he seems to be a clean and coherent and contributing member of society lately. Me, if I don't agree with every single one of his policies, prescriptions. Love says no lies detected, getting 5 likes. And he's got a bit of a following. I'm not sure how many votes he's going to be taking away from, Republicans versus the Democrats, or at the end of the day, does he drop out? Or does he drop out and endorse one of them? See one more meme. We have Mason Bo says pee pads to knee pads. And there's a picture of Biden and then Kamala. Getting 5 likes. Which, if you look at her career, it is like this textbook story of sleeping your way to the top. And I guess anyone literally can do that. Let's see here. One more. Ron says Kamala Harris is an unserious candidate. She ruined thousands of lives of prisoners and prosecuted tons of young black men for nonviolent drug crimes. Who's her voting base? And quote, getting 9 likes, which, yeah, she dropped out of the California primary years ago. Again, she also called Biden an evil racist before becoming his VP. She was so unpopular, she dropped out early. She didn't even get like 1 delegate vote. It was that bad. So yeah, I'm not sure about the electability of Kamala. But again, she might have 18 or 19 fans. I mean, I'm partially kid. I mean, there are a lot of vocal, bombastic people on social media, especially, who vote for her just because she's a Democrat. She's going to maybe be the Democratic nominee. There's already speculation of, well, maybe they swap her out. I mean, given how many laws are broken and how twisted politics is, I think it's fair to say nothing's out of the realm of possibilities. So, let me know in the comments. As always, fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time again to tune in. Trying to get into 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving the thumbs up, a thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.